Okay, guys, appreciate you coming out and covering us today. We kind of dodged the raindrops there pretty well, and spring 2025 is in the books. I'll try to answer anything I can.
AJ.
Yeah, AJ, I thought controlled the offense pretty well. Made some good throws, some completions. It was good for him. Good to get him out there and playing in a game situation. Yeah, he did a good job.
Anything you could share on Mo Alie entering the portal yesterday, just conversations you had with him, during the week, and any insight you can share on ultimately his decision?
Yeah, I mean, been around here. I keep it to the guys that are on the team. Mo and I have a special relationship. I love the guy, but he's gone another direction, and we got a really fine football team that I'm excited to coach. So that's where I'll stick.
You plan to go into the portal to try to get a linebacker to fill in the spot that he left?
We're always, as you know, we're always evaluating what's in the portal. And if we feel that we can make our football team better, then we'll actively get engaged with players. I really am excited about DJ Jabomi. He really had a breakout year last year. He's had a really good spring. Moses Walker had a really good spring. And they've been getting these reps all of 24, right? So I'm excited. And guys like, when you look and you see Abe is going to be coming back from his injury. Sam Robinson, I thought, really had a good spring and is coming onto the scene. I hate to mention names because you leave people out, but we'll be fine. And if there's someone in the portal that makes us a better football team, then we'll do everything we can to try to get them.
Greg, two big performances from your freshman receivers, Vernon and Jordan Houston. What can you tell me about them, not just today, but overall this spring?
Yeah, I think they came in here and they really tried, both those guys really attacked it. Attacked the classroom, attacked the on-field practice and preparation. I think Coach Brock and Coach McNulty have done a great job with all those young receivers, making sure they get a lot of work, a lot of technique stuff. I think that's an exciting room, the youth and the experience both. That has a chance.
Looking at the run game on offense, down some of the guys in the running back room, some of those guys that don't have the playing experience yet got their first game action. What did you see from that room? Yeah,
I think, I don't know exactly. I didn't really pay too close attention to our play selection, but I think that some guys got an opportunity to run in game situations, which is great. That's what they need to really get better. We had kind of the offensive line was out after the first series, so the starting offensive line. So it was good. It was good for as much. The run game is made up of all pieces. It's the line, it's the back, it's the receivers blocking on the perimeter, and it's the quarterback making sure we're in the right play and we're doing the right thing. So overall, I thought this spring it's been pretty good. Today, I couldn't tell you if it was worth anything.
How important was the decision in court for Jet and for the team? Again,
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled for Jet. He's a quality young man and a guy that we are thrilled to have on our football team. And I'm really excited for Rutgers. Jet makes us a better football team. So just glad that it all worked out the right way.
Just as a follow-up, what was that like personally for you to be sitting in a courthouse in the middle of the portal and witness stand and all that?
Yeah, I was trying not to look at my phone too much, because I didn't know what the protocol was, but I had to. I had to look at my phone when I wasn't up there because a lot of stuff was going on. But I'm really thrilled that, like I said, that Jet is able to play and that he's part of a team. He really is a great teammate and a guy that came in here and has really done very, very well. He practiced every practice with us and has done very well.
I guess, what did you learn about your team, and kind of especially on the defensive side of the ball with so much turnover there? I guess, what did you see from those guys?
Yeah, I think we're going to have, you saw the awards, right? And Zaire Angoy, most improved defensive player. I think he had a great spring, and we need him to, right? We're replacing some guys up front. I think we're going to do it with numbers. We have good numbers in our defensive front, and we're going to roll guys and. I like to play that way. I think that's the best way to play. But we're going to have to just become much more technically correct, and we're going to have to become tougher up front. And that's what training camp's going to be about. And this summer, working to get more explosive. But I thought this spring we improved every practice, and that's all you can ask from your guys.
Coach, to build on the receiver point, in the first half there were a bunch of acrobatic catches, 50-50 jump, go-get-it situations. How confident are you in that receiver room and how deep that is now? And just in general, can the fans and can supporters, expect possibly more 50-50 balls down the field during the season?
Well, look, I'm excited. I don't want to ordain the three rookies as Hall of Fame caliber guys, right? Like they're working, they're getting better, and I like it. The guy we left off, I call him MJ3, but he's also doing very well. So I'm excited about their youth and their performance, but we got a lot of work to do, right? I mean, it was exciting today, but we got a lot of work to do this summer. It'll be good to get Ian back eventually. That's been a void. I thought KJ had a great spring. Worked hard, he improved considerably. I do. I think we have a chance to have a really good receiver room. And when you have young guys that are getting better all the time, it just raises the bottom of the room. So it'll be great for everybody involved. DBs that have to cover them all practice, all training camp. Everything will rise with their caliber.
DJ McClary, what did you see from him today from all spring? And you just looked really comfortable out there today.
Yeah, I thought DJ, he's a run and hit guy, right? He's very athletic. He made a few plays in the open field where he tracked down the running back and made a good open field tackle. So I was very pleased with that. I thought that in the spring, in general, he made great leaps and bounds throughout the spring. He's a much better player in practice, whatever it is, at the end of spring compared to practice one. So if he can continue doing that, he'll be a great linebacker around here because he's got the raw ability for sure.
Greg, earlier today you guys added 2 new transfers in, excuse me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, Mashoud Giwa and Oliver Belletti. What can you tell me about those two and what they're kind of going to bring to your program?
Yeah, it's a Billette. Yep. And, hopefully they're going to bring really good offensive line play and really good defensive line play. Yeah. A lot of things, like when it's new to the fan base and new to you guys, it's not always new to us, right? So that's a little bit, seemed like it's happened a while ago. But we have to continually look. The transfer portal is real. College football, that's the world we're in. So we have to constantly mind that. But it's got to be guys that fit our culture. I think those 2 guys do, as the other guys that we brought in, I feel they do. The minute you start reaching to get a player because you need it, you got to be careful, because then it can really disrupt the apple cart here that we've put together. So I'm excited about those 2, and there could be a couple more. We're working hard at that, and that there's really no back end to that, right? It's just you had to be in the portal by midnight last night, but you can bring guys onto your roster all the way up through before your first game. So we'll keep working it, and as we always do. And if there's someone that can help our roster be better, we'll do everything we can to get them here.
Greg, what's the difference between Ethan now than maybe a year ago with the year in the system, and what's the ceiling on him now based on that?
Yeah, I think the difference is just what you pointed out, right? He's got a whole year of experience in this offense at Rutgers. He had a year, but he wasn't the guy at Minnesota when he was playing under Kirk. And then Kirk left, and he was the guy, but it wasn't under Kirk. So to have him have a full season working under Coach Shiraka, and then have a off season with our team where he could, now that he's had those results he's had and established himself as a key performer, when you show that you can do it, your credibility goes up. And now I think it gives you a chance to be a quarterback / leader that we need him to be. And his performance, I thought he really improved this spring. He did not sit back and say, I had a pretty good year, and I think it's all, he worked his tail off and he got better. So now this summer we've got to just copy that again and get better again, right? Because summer is not what it used to be. Summer is a time that we can really get some considerable development, not just conditioning. And, Coach Shiraka and the offensive staff will make sure that happens. But Ethan is a football guy. Like, he eats, drinks, and sleeps it. So any way that he can get better, he will.
With Johnny going in the portal, do you feel like you have to add another body to the quarterback room? And slight follow up, how comfortable do you feel if today AJ Surace had to go into a game, heaven forbid, Ethan isn't able to go?
Yeah, I mean, I believe in AJ, so I'm very comfortable if he had to go into a game, but it would be his first game. So certainly that's not great, but everybody has their first game at some point. So, but he works really hard. AJ does, and prepares incredibly well, as that whole room does. And are we gonna? I don't publicly comment. Are we gonna go get a quarterback? Not get a quarterback? We're always looking at the portal, and if it's a fit, then we'll, like I said, we'll go get him. And if not, we'll sit tight. And sometimes the best players you get are the ones you don't get. You got to make sure that you bring people in here that are a cultural alignment to what we do. And I think our staff does a good job of doing just that. Guys, I appreciate it all spring, coming out. We had the crazy weather, 80s, then 40s, and then 20s, but you guys were soldiers coming out there every day, and I appreciate that. And we'll see you when we get back here, I guess, for training camp, right? Thank you.